Hey besties, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. You guys have asked for me to do school lunch ideas, and my kids are homeschooled. So I find that's a little bit difficult with the schedule that we have going on, but my nieces are public schooled, and my sister packs their lunch 90% of the time. So I asked Emily, you guys have seen her before, if she would record their lunches this past week so we could show you guys. And she agreed. So Emily is taking over the channel today. I have had the worst time trying to record all of this. Everybody's asleep right now. I think I have fuzz in my hair. Okay, so we're just going to record our intro real quick for the 25th time. Hi, hello, my name is Emily. I'm sitting here with my Bucky's blanket, my Stanley Cup. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's asleep. My husband probably thinks I'm talking to myself if he wakes up and hears this. It's fine. But I wanted to make a quick little introduction just because I know Brooke's channel has grown quite a bit since I've done my last video. Like a lot. And a lot of you might not know me, but I'm one of her youngest sisters. I'm Emily. I've done a video or 2 or 3 before. You might have seen my kids in some of her videos. So yeah, that's me. I'll tell you a little bit about myself, just a little quick snippet, that I'm her younger sister, one of them anyway. I'm 30. I turned 30 this year. I'm no longer in my 20s. It's really not as bad as everybody says. I feel like I'm finally coming into my own. I don't know. I'm just saying that to make myself feel good, not old. But I've been married for 10 years, coming up in April. I'm married to Jake. We have 3 girls. We have Riley, who is 8, Hattie, who is 5, McKinley, who is also known as Kenny G, Kimothy G, Gigi, Kimmy, all of the above. She's 4. I'm a part-time pediatric nurse. I work in primary care, which is really great for me. I get to work 3 days a week and do what I like to do, and then I get to spend time for the rest of the week with my kids and my family, which is what I love to do. Finding something that I could kind of do a little bit of both was important when I went back to work, so it's worked out really well so far. I'm a pediatric nurse. I love working with kids. I feel like that's kind of one of the things that I'm called to do. I think that's the calling that God's placed on my life, is to work with kids and show them love and show them kindness and just try to guide them in this world, because there's not a lot of people that do that. Kids are precious to me. I prefer them to adults. No offense, but I do. I love them. I love adults too, but I just prefer them to adults. They're precious and they just got a big old piece of my heart. But as a working part-time mom and a mom that stays home, I have a little bit more time to do stuff for my kids, like make lunches and go a little extra and all that fun stuff. So this year was a big change for us, actually. We had a pretty decent change, I would like to think. So Riley went into 3rd grade. She started 3rd grade this year. Hattie started kindergarten, and that's a big deal. She's not done pre-K or anything, so this is the first time she's in school. It was a little rocky at first. We're going into her 3rd week, technically, but she loves it now, which is awesome. I'm super happy. We were really worried at first. We struggled for the first week or so, and I cried a lot. She cried a lot. I didn't expect her to have a hard transition just because she's my happy-go-lucky kid that kind of bounces back and throws herself into anything she does and loves everything that she does. And so it kind of threw us off a little bit that she didn't like it, but she loves it now. Loves it. She looks forward to going all the time, so that's great. And Riley's in 3rd grade. I feel like 3rd grade is like big kid years, so we had a year change, and me and Kenny are still getting used to staying at home. So she stays at home 3 days a week. Her dad is able to actually work 4 days a week and get all of his hours in, and even overtime within 4 days, so he can stay at home with her 1 day, and I stay at home with her 2 days during the weekdays. And the other 2 days, she stays with her, either Brooke or her nanny or her Mamo Duty, or her Mamo Anna. So she's well taken care of. It's a little bit of an adjustment because she's the baby and she's always used to being taken care of, and now she's kind of just going in alone with us, and it's a little bit, it's interesting. But anyway, so like I said, I'm able to do a little bit extra as far as like school lunch. I know in my other video I made about school lunches, I had talked about how much it cost us if we were going to eat at school every meal. So last year it was around $20 to $25 per week. Breakfast is free in our county. Lunch is not, unless you get qualified for it with your income. We don't qualify for any kind of free or reduced lunch. So last year it was about $20 to $25 a week. But this year, I don't know how it happened, but it lowered like by 55 or 60 cents. I'm not sure. I don't know how it happened or how it worked, but I'm appreciative, especially with 2 kids in the school system. We do public school, by the way. I know that's always a big question, is whether I do homeschooling. I do not. I don't. It was not for me. Brooke does awesome at it. It wasn't for me. I tried. I didn't like it. It was not what the Lord had planned for us, let me tell you. So we are public school family, and you just do what works best for your family. Mine works best in public school. If yours works best in homeschool, that is great. I admire any people that do homeschool. Like, y'all are heroes. So, but anyway, back to school lunch. We usually do a mix of both school lunches and home lunches, packed lunches from home. I usually get the menu out. I let the girls look over the menu, or I read it to them. We pick up the stuff that I know they don't like and I know they won't eat, and we pack lunch on those days. Sometimes they'll pack lunch just if they want to from home. So we do a mixture of both. It helps out a lot. This video, I tried to do a mixture of, I was going to first do thermos lunches only because it's so difficult to find thermos lunch ideas that's not chicken nuggets or soup or something that's real basic. So I was trying to do a mixture, but turns out Hattie is picky. She's gotten so much more picky over the last little bit, and it's a struggle. So we kind of deviated from the plan a little bit because honestly the most important thing was that she ate. So I think I really do have some good little tidbits out. And I'll probably make another video at some point with more school lunches. I've got an idea for some if you all are interested in it, and Brooke is okay, of course. I've got some ideas already, and hopefully I'll get to use some of the ideas that I didn't get to use in this video because I had to deviate from the plan. But that's okay. It's fine. We got there. They enjoyed it for the most part, and we're here. And I know cost is always a question, so I will say I didn't add up everything like I did the last video. I want to think I spent maybe $40 on everything, and I know that sounds like a lot, but take this into account. We make a meal a day for 4 people most of the time. Kenny eats when she's at home. I take stuff for lunch to work too, or I eat lunch with them that I have made them. I eat the same thing. Jake eats it sometimes. So anywhere from like 20 to 25 lunches. And then I try to use as many ingredients left over, if I don't use it all, into some of our meals. Like we had leftover pepperoni, I threw that in baked spaghetti. We had leftover little sub rolls. We had grinder subs one night. I'm going to make like a little casserole thing. We're going to have subs, the little sub rolls as like a side, like dinner roll. So I try to use as much as I can in other dishes too to keep the cost down. So don't let that price scare you, because some of it is used for several other meals in our home. But I mean, $40 for that many meals is still pretty good. It saves us money, and with multiple kids in the school system, it is saving us money too, just to not have to pay every day. And then it works for me, it works for Jake. We all get to take something. Kenny has lunch, so it does work out, and it is cheaper, which is one of the good things. It does take a little bit of time. You'll see in some of the videos that I am tired. I have my sleepy voice on. I am so sorry. It's fine. But we got it done and it's okay. And you'll notice too, I always like to tell people that me and Brooke are total opposites. If you are expecting Brooke, you are not going to get it. I'm definitely the typical baby sister. I am chaotic. I don't have a plan. I'm just fly by the seat of my pants. And you'll learn that quickly. Some of my clips didn't save. My phone had a meltdown today, so I'm missing a few. I'm so sorry, but I tried. But you'll get the general gist of it. Like, the clips that are missing are not that important. It'll be fine. But today's been a day trying to film all of my stuff and get it sent over to Brooke to edit, so it's fine. It's fine. But anyway, I always like to add to, I know that a lot of us usually live in poor communities, poor school systems. And there's always a way to help. Like I said earlier in the video, I feel like working with kids in any way is my calling. And I try to put a lot of work, or as much as I can anyway, into that in whatever way I can do or feel led to do. So, I don't know, just a couple of ideas. I always like to just throw some out there if you're willing to help or if you feel led to help. There's tons of kids in what I do for work every day, all day, most of the day. I would say more times than not, I see kids that just struggle. And it's not their fault. Going to school is one of the only meals they get. They don't have a stable home. They don't have this, that, or the other. And it's not their fault. They were born into this. They didn't ask for it. And I think it's our job just as humans to help them as much as we can. So just a couple of little things, like if you have kids that go to school and if you can afford it, send some extra snacks, or I always send an extra snack or two with Riley and Hattie now that she started school too. Just if they have a friend that needs one, I put extra in their lunchbox just in case they want to share. They have a friend that needs something. Even if you don't have a kid in school, there's still ways you can help. I know our county actually really came together last year around graduation time and the end of the school year, because this still makes me so upset. They were going to hold all of the seniors back that couldn't afford to pay their lunch accounts, that had like a negative balance, and other students, they weren't going to let them pass and move on to the next grade. That makes me so... Ooh. So our county came together and everybody, a lot of businesses, a lot of individual people called in and made donations to be paid towards those kids' lunch. And it was so awesome. Everybody got to graduate. Everybody got to move on. There was, I can't remember how many thousands of dollars it was. I know for one of the schools, it was almost $3,000. That was negative balance due in accounts. And then one of the other ones, we have two big high schools in our county, and the other one was around at $1,500, but it got done. Our county really actually pulled together, and it makes me want to cry because that's not our kid's fault. And I don't think they should be punished for something that's the parent's responsibility. But if you want to do something like that, even if you don't have a kid in the school system and if you just feel led to help, call your local elementary school, middle school, high school, anywhere like that, and just make even like a $3 or $5 donation towards somebody's lunch account could buy at least 1 to 2 meals. Like, that's something that might not seem like much, but it really is something. And sometimes $2 or $3 is all that's standing between that kid and a food, or that kid and graduating, or anything like that. So like I said, kids didn't ask to be born into this. It's our responsibility to help, and I always just encourage, because it's just something that's near to me. So yeah, but anyway, we're going to get the video started. I'm going to get off my little side story. We're going to go into it. We've got 5 school lunches, 4 thermos, 1 random, but we made it work. It was fun. The girls loved it. You'll see them at the end of the video telling you which one their favorite is. And I guess here we go. So I'm going to show you guys what my favorite things are for school lunches. Well, not even school lunches. You can use it for yourself. First, I've got these things, reusable Ziploc bags, and I love them. Look how cute this one is. It has sea turtles, and I love it. Sea turtles are my favorite. Anything turtle is my favorite, but if it's a sea turtle, shut the door. Shut the front door. I love sea turtles. I got them at Target. I think it's some eco brand. I can't quite remember. They had a coupon during their back to school stuff with Target Circle things. And I think I got a 3-pack, 2 3-packs for like $4 or $5 with the coupon. And the other one in the pack, it looks just like this one, but you can put anything in them. They're super durable. Love them. Easy to wash. You just soap and water, turn them inside out, let them dry. You know, chips, cookies, fruit, vegetables, anything like that. You know, nothing like liquid or anything. But these, I love them. Oh, love it. My favorite. Thermos. This is like a must-have. Shout out to Brooke for getting them the thermos. She got this one for Riley. Hattie's is just the same except it's blue. Keeps this brand, I think she got it at TJ Maxx. It's called Manna. I've not heard of it, but it keeps their food warm like all day. Like the first time we used them, we went to the zoo. I packed they had like little spaghetti noodles, packed them at like 7. We ate at 12 and they were still so hot that McKinley had to blow hers. So great. I would suggest getting a non-character one. I learned that. Riley had an Elsa one. She quickly outgrew it, didn't want nothing to do with it. So plain is better. But these are great. Bento boxes. I'm a Target gal. I love Target. I got these bento boxes. This is Hattie's. This is Riley's at Target. $5 a piece. And they're so good for little bitties. Like if you got one like me that's in kindergarten like Hattie. So easy. Snap, snap. With the bento boxes. My phone keeps cutting me off and it's driving me crazy. I love them. They're super roomy. They've got a big section, 2 little ones. So easy to put back together. Like I said, they were $5 a piece. I might order a couple more of these. These are awesome. The next one is a thermos, any brand stainless steel water bottle, drink container, whatever you want to call it. This one has a button. Whoop. Hattie actually still has water in it. I stole it. She was drinking it. They are awesome just to keep drinks cold until lunchtime. I usually set them in the fridge overnight, let them get cold with whatever. They usually drink water. Sometimes I'll give them some like little flavored water packets that are made for kids. No aspartame or anything crazy because that scares me. And then in the morning I'll add some ice and put it in their lunchbox and they're cold all day. I love these. Riley's got a different one and it's for a bigger girl because she's older. Hattie's is super cute. Look at that. Got this at Walmart on clearance for like $6. Whoop, whoop. Okay. And the lunchbox. I love the lunchboxes we filmed this year, last year. I don't know. They just didn't have a lot of room and everything's set awkward. These are from Target. Again, I'm a Target gal. They have a front pocket for the drink. I really wanted the pocket for the drink so it was easier for them. I love that. That's my favorite thing. Inside, they've got another little pocket too. Super roomy, super easy to close. Bright colors, easy to keep up with. They have this little thing that can attach to their backpacks or wherever. And then my last one, these are such a good deal. These are like 50 cents at my Walmart. It's a little ice pack. It's the Your Zone brand, 50 cents, and they work and they're the perfect size for those. Other ones, little bitty tiny containers for sauces, ranch, anything like that. I love these. They came in the bento box that Brooke got the girls. This one's a really great one too. It's kind of more compact and small, but and then it actually lifts open so you can carry it like that. It's so cute. But opens, that's got that. Any kind of bento box is just great for your littles. It's easy to open. They make other ones that have like thermoses in them, and those are a little bit too expensive for me and not something that I want to buy right now. But these are my favorites. Target is great. I love Target. They have such good deals on back to school stuff. But yeah, that's my must-haves, I guess. This lunch today, like I said before, is just pretty much what I have in my refrigerator. I have not went grocery shopping today yet. That's going to be today to get the rest of our stuff. But we are going to get, so we're making little hot turkey and cheese rolls. Crescent rolls, turkey, cheese. We're going to bake them. We're going to put them in their thermoses. We've got some watermelon that was on sale. It was actually cheaper than this. I took the sticker off. It was actually like like $1.20 for the thing. Still good. Some broccoli, and then we've got some other things too. Okay, so assemble. Please ignore my pan. This is my favorite pan. It is like literally 10 years old. I got it when I was getting married. Okay, so crescent rolls. I've got turkey. You can use ham, whatever you've got. Cheese. We're gonna roll them up. So whoop, 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 whoop. Cook them till they're golden brown, and then we're gonna put them in the thermos. Okay, so one of their little snacks and size is going to be broccoli and ranch. I actually just whipped up some homemade ranch. I had some powder, some milk. I use sour cream instead of mayonnaise. It works just as good. And then the most important thing, we're doing a thermos meal. So you have got to have that hot water put into your thermos. We're going to close it up. That way it heats the thermos up. It stays hot longer. So our little turkey and cheese rolls are done. They're hot. We're just gonna go for it. And there we go. Like I said, put hot water in it, close it up. I hurt my finger the other day at work. Please ignore it. I promise that's not dirty. And pour the hot water out. We're gonna close it up, and they should be hot to go by the time lunch rolls around. Okay, and here we go. We've got our hot turkey and cheese. We have our broccoli I cut up. That's gonna be their side. Homemade ranch. Their fruit today was going to be the watermelon, but I don't know. It just didn't right. Like they had just put it on clearance, and I guess they did that for a reason, and now I don't trust it. So they're getting a go-go squeeze, applesauce. They love those things. Those were actually on clearance. I don't know why, but I paid like $4.28 for like a 12-pack. It was a pretty good deal because they're usually like $10. Homemade ranch, they're going to get gummies, and they got a chip. I know it looks like a lot, but I usually send extras just because it makes me feel better. I don't want them to be hungry. And they get a water bottle for lunch, and I send a water bottle separate that they have in class just so they don't get confused and don't forget it or whatever. But this is it. There has been a slight change in the plans for this weekend video. When I started it out, I started to do like a full video of thermos lunches. Hattie is not eating those too well, so today we are having a homemade Lunchable. We have pepperoni, pretzels, cheese, cucumbers, strawberries, all that good stuff because I know she'll eat it. I'm deviating from the plan. I'm sorry. I will do some more thermos lunches, but today I just need her to eat. So this is what we're doing. Okay, so here's what our Lunchables look like. I probably should have recorded me chopping or doing some fun stuff, but it's a work day today. We're in a hurry. I've chopped up some strawberries, some cucumbers. I've used little muffin papers to put our pepperoni, our cheese in. Pretzels are down here for both of them. I pre-opened Hattie's little cheese block. They wanted a couple of different varieties of cheese. We're a cheese family, it's fine. But if you have a smaller one, that's a good idea, is just to pre-open some of the stuff you think they'll have trouble with. Just because I know they have help at school, but sometimes, I don't know, it makes me a little nervous and it makes me feel better. But here's what it looks like. And Hattie is also picked out some cookies because she gets something sweet. And Riley wanted one of these little breakfast biscuits. This is like the Belvita breakfast bars, but it's an off-brand. I got them at Ollie's for 99 cents for an 8-pack. So, woohoo! All right. Why do I look so weird? That's a weird lighting. It's fine. Oh my gosh, it makes my freckles and my skin look odd. Okay, whatever. So I was just going to talk a little bit more because I was running late and this little clip of our lunch was short. So I was just going to explain a little bit more. So I started this week out wanting to do just thermos lunches, just hot thermos lunches, because you can't find a lot of that anywhere. I mean, kind of suggestions, but really everything I've seen is just chicken nuggets. So chicken nuggets, or I've seen some soup. So I was wanting to try to do something different, but Hattie has just started kindergarten. So it's like her second full, no, it's not even her second full week. This is her first full week. Like, she's just been like 5 days previously. So this is her first full week. She's been staggered days, so this is the first time she's got to go, and she thinks that it's like this huge treat to get to eat school lunch. So she's been loving school lunch, But there's some days that I know she's not going to eat it. Like, my kids are not breakfast fans. I mean, they like pancakes and sausage and like your typical breakfast foods, but anything that has to do with eggs, it ain't it for them. So that was what they were having yesterday. So I packed them their lunch. Hattie didn't touch a thing. I don't know if it was because she couldn't open the thermos, even though she knows she can ask for help, or if it's because she didn't like it. She's my pickier of the three. If she can try stuff, she'll like it. If I can't get her to try it, it's a no. Like, she's got this texture thing, which I don't blame her. So do I. And mine has gotten worse in the past little bit. Brooke likes to make fun of me a little bit because I'm like a child lately. Like, chicken makes me want to throw up. Any kind of meat, I'm having a really hard time eating. It's just a texture thing. It feels too much like meat when I eat it. That doesn't make sense. It makes sense to me though. So this morning I just wanted her to have something to eat. So I made her a little Lunchable. I made her and Riley both a little Lunchable. Tomorrow I will probably start doing, like, if I know she's not going to eat it well, I'll probably just do a thermos lunch for Riley and then whatever Hattie will eat, because that's the most important thing, is that she eats. So ours this morning was a little different. I might make an extra lunch just for a Saturday, maybe just to do my other thermos lunches, because I had some good ones planned and I'm not going to get to use one because I did a Lunchable lunch today. And by Lunchable, you'll see what I mean. It's a homemade Lunchable. So we'll see how it goes. But me and Kenny are on our way. She's going to her nanny's house today. Say hi. She's a little sleepy. She's not a morning person. And I am going to work. So here we go. We're going to have a good day. Right, Kenny? Yeah. Okay. So I guess that's that. Good morning. Oh my gosh. I haven't found my voice yet. Okay, so lunch. I can't remember what day it is. I'm sleepy. We woke up early. I don't know. But today we're making little Italian sub sliders. They're going to be warm. I'm going to wrap them in some, I can't speak. Lord help, I'm tired. I still have yesterday's makeup on. Oh my gosh, I fell asleep so hard last night. Little hot Italian sub salad or sandwich little grinders. That's what we're making. Okay. So we have got some salami, pepperoni, sliced provolone, some Hawaiian rolls. I'm actually going to use these for another meal too. I've got green specks on my counter because Kenny threw a Pop-Tart up here. But we're going to assemble. We're going to put them in the oven for 5 minutes and put a little bit of dressing stuff or olive oil stuff on them. Submarine sauce, that's what it is. Oh my gosh, y'all. And we're going to bake them for a few minutes, and then we're going to pop them in some wax paper and put them in their thermos so they don't get soggy. Woohoo! Look how cute it is. Look how cute. And I wrapped it in some wax paper to put in the thermos just so it wouldn't get soggy. So we're going to put the lid on it, put it in the lunchbox, and then we are ready. Okay, and here we are. We've got some cucumbers and carrots. Down here is some cut up strawberries, some cheese, a yogurt, some gummies, and we are all set. I've got her water bottle. It's got a little bit of, I don't know, this blue flavoring that it's made for kids. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to figure it out, but it's like blue raspberry and it's made for kids. It has dyes in it. I'm sorry. Nobody likes dyes for kids, but it's fine. And we're ready. Okay, morning again. We're making lunch. What am I making today? Pizza. I don't know what to call them. Dippers? Pizza dippers. Let's go with pizza dippers. So another thermos lunch. Like I said, majority of my stuff is going to be thermos lunch other than what I didn't want to eat, but we should be thermosing for the rest of the week. I've got 2 more left to make. So we are going to make pizza dippers, crescent rolls, string cheese, pepperoni. I'm going to have a little sauce, pizza sauce to dip it in. We're going to make them right now. Okay, so assembling. Let's do it. I'm going to put like 2 pepperonis on each. I put my whole pack of pepperonis in the fridge, even though one part of it wasn't open. I probably shouldn't have done that because now they're so cold that they're kind of, I don't know, being odd. I got string cheese from Walmart. I cut in half, so I'm using 4 sticks, and then pepperonis that I used also for another meal, and I'm going to be using the leftovers for like baked spaghetti too, so I'm trying to use all of my ingredients up. We're going to assemble the rest, and I'll show you what they look like. All right, so we've got our little bitty pizza rolls done. I'm making our little sides. I'm trying to change it up a little bit for the sides. My girls like the same things, and I don't want to change it up to the point where they're not going to eat it. So strawberries, this gallon little thing of strawberries have lasted us all week. All of them have ate it. Like I said, Hattie and Riley go to school. Kenny stays home 2 days a week, and then other days, or during the weekday, she stays home 2 days a week, and the other day she's at either her nanny's or her mama's to babysit while I work. So she eats these too. So this whole thing of strawberries has lasted us all week. I've used them all up. I'm sorry if you guys wanted more variety for the sides. I've tried, but I also want to make sure my kids eat. But we're going to make a little trail mix today. I thought that would be fun and different. I had marshmallows on hand that I didn't use for something that I was baking, and then pretzels, and I've got some little M&Ms that I got at Ollie's for like 89 cents, and I've got some goldfish too. I'm going to make that, and then they're going to get a pack of gummies and something else. We'll see. All right. Okay, y'all, so there's our little pizza rolls done. We are going to wrap it in wax paper. That way it doesn't get soggy. We do that. Stick it in. And then we're going to close the lid. I've got our other stuff ready. So I've got our trail mix in there. This is a little thing full of pizza sauce for dipping. We're going to get a pack of gummies. Close our strawberries. And I'm going to get a yogurt real quick, and that'll be it. So all ready to go. Pizza, delicious. The girls love them. And next and our last one is the soup. So hopefully this will come home empty. I'm going to get some yogurt real quick, and that should be good. Okay. So not a lot of time in the mornings to chit chat about what we're doing. I'm adjusting. Okay. That's fine. What is that? My counter's clutter because that's my dump zone for my kids. I'm sorry. It's got like an Ulta bag on it and a basket. And Riley's birthday was recently, and she set her birthday toys up there because we've not opened all of them yet because it's too much, and sometimes we make them wait a little bit. I don't know if other people do that. Maybe that's just us. But too much opening at one time, we lose stuff, and it stresses me out. So I think that's her trying to remind us to open her birthday stuff as her leaving them on my counter. Okay, but I figured I've not had a lot of time in the morning to kind of just chit chat and do things. So we're going to do that now. I've been making a lot of hot meals, so I have to do them in the morning. I have to do it quickly. We just don't have a lot of time. But one of our meals, y'all can't convince me otherwise. Middle of August is soup season. I will not accept anything less. I love soup season. I think soup season should last all year long. It's my favorite thing ever. I could eat it all year long. Sometimes I do. But my husband is one of those people that can't do soup in hot weather. But I can do it all year long. Soup is one of my favorite foods. I eat it all the time. And let's just face it. It's pretty much fall. So, I'm going to give you a heart attack with my knife skills. I did save you a little bit of a heart attack because we're making soup. So, my base, I'm going to do celery, carrots, and onion. My vegetable peeler broke for my carrots because I wanted to save money and buy whole carrots. So I had to use the back of a knife to peel them. So be thankful because I did save you a heart attack of watching me try to peel these carrots with the back of a knife. Because I gave myself one a little bit. So, but yeah, don't judge my knife skills. I get the job done. I only cut myself like twice my whole life. It's fine. I want to see if you all know what soup we're making. So the base is going to be celery. I think some people call it the Holy Trinity. Is that right? I don't like that. Take that back. Don't listen to that. That's weird. But onions, carrots, celery, and it's like a chicken-based soup. I've never made this soup before, but I saw, okay, OG Millennial showing. I don't know if anybody used to watch Jenna Marbles on YouTube, but the other day I got to really missing her since she's not on here anymore. And I watched some of her old videos of her and Julian cooking, and they made this soup. And I'm like, ooh, I want to try that soup. So we're making, have you guessed it by now? Italian wedding soup. And if you don't know what that is, it's like a chicken broth base with some Italian seasonings and little noodles. I can't remember what the pasta is called. I definitely didn't get that pasta that you're supposed to, because it was like $4, and I ain't about that life. I got the La Moderna brand in the Hispanic aisle for 50 cents. Okay, that's what we're gonna use. So what I thought we could do is just chop up our vegetables and prep for my soup while I give you all a heart attack with my knife skills and just chit chat for a bit. All right. Okay, so what can we chit chat about? Let's see. I had a piece of carrot on my celery. Okay.
I like carrots.
Kenny loves carrots, she said. She's over here. So, me and Kenny are home alone for the first time. It's a little sad still. The girls started school, so Riley's in 3rd grade this year. This is her 3rd week. Addie started kindergarten, and she staggered day, so this is pretty much like her 2nd full week. So me and Kenny are still getting used to being home by ourselves, aren't we, bud? It's different. It is different. I've not had one kid at home since Riley was born. When I was staying at home with her, I got to stay at home with all of them for a while. And then for my mental health's sake, I had to go back to work because it was not good. But I still am off 2 days a week during the week, so I get time to spend with all of them. So me and Kenny are still very much getting used to a routine. And I'm just going to be real honest. Today's routine has not been good. She was at crying most of the night last night because of her legs. My girl is in a growth spurt. She is tall and lanky, and them leg cramps and then leg pains are hitting her hard, and she screamed most of the night last night. So we rarely get to sleep in. So I thought, you know what, we're going to sleep in today. And boy, did we sleep in. So we slept till 12 o'clock, didn't we? Of course, I woke up and got the girls ready for school and got them to school. And then we came back and slept. And we slept hard. But we feel better. Okay, sup, homies. Okay, so I am starting to do our Italian wedding soup that we kind of pre-prepped. Oh my gosh. Chopped. Carrots, onions, celery. I'm fixing to add, I made a mess on my stove with my garlic. I almost spilled it. And if you all know me, I don't know if I've cooked with garlic with you people before. With you guys. I like a lot. Like an obscene amount of garlic. And if you think that's too much, we're going to add a little more. Okay, so we're going to start cooking this down. It's going to cook down and start kind of getting really soft before we add our other stuff in. And I will say, I don't use recipes. This is the first time I'm making this soup. Recipes or suggestions, I'm just going to wing it. Okay, so our vegetables softened. Got some color on them. I'm not using bone broth or chicken broth. I am using the chicken noir cubes. You know what I'm talking about. These things. I did about 8 cups of water, maybe 8.5. 4 cubes as the directions. And for the noodles, I'm so upset. It's supposed to be like a tiny little pasta noodle, so I got these instead. And they're little stars. I thought it would be cute for the girls. The other pack that I got, it was busted when I opened it. And I was afraid to get it because, like, they delivered it busted. And I'm like, yeah. So I don't know if this will be enough. But I've also bought little bow ties. So we might use just, like, a combination if it's not enough. And then seasonings, we're going to go ahead and start seasoning. Calls for Italian seasoning. We're just going to keep going. I'm almost out, but that should be good. And, oh, that was oregano. My bad. This is Italian seasoning. Use both. I love oregano. Extra oregano never hurts. And I don't know if you all watch her, but Mama Jill on TikTok, it ain't seasoned till you're sneezing. Just season with your whole heart. Because we don't like bland food over here. Garlic powder, yes, extra garlic. It's fine, y'all. Onion powder. Oh, this one's not open. I'll have to open it. I'll be back. Oh, wait, no. I got another one right here. That's just my new one. My pizza little things got done. I'm cooking everything in one swoop today so I can let it cool for the girls and they can just have it tomorrow. We might have it for dinner too. I don't know. I was going to freeze some. I'm not sure yet, but they're definitely having it for lunch tomorrow. We might have it for dinner tonight, or I'm going to have it for lunch today. I love soup, and nobody else really eats soup in the summer except for me. I could eat it all year long. But the girls love it too. I said nobody. Oh, Lord help me. Oh, I can't talk. My husband doesn't like soup. He likes it sometimes during the winter, but nothing else. Riley loves soup like me. Hattie is hit or miss. I think she'll like this one because of the meatballs that's going to go in it. So, we got to get a little start. And I'm going to add some black pepper in too. And then we'll start working on our meatballs in a little bit. Okay. My soup is done. It looks so good. Okay. So, I made the little meatballs. I made them bite size. They're super cute. Just a basic little meatball recipe. I didn't use any sausage. I didn't have any on hand. So, it is just ground beef, an egg, breadcrumbs, Italian seasoning, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, the W sauce. And then you just throw them in. And I know Italian wedding soup is supposed to be a little thinner. Mine's not. Mine thickened up for some reason. I don't know why. Like I said, this is the first time I made it. I don't do recipes. I just do a suggestion. So this is my version of some kind of Italian wedding soup. And I know it's supposed to have spinach in it too, but spinach hurts my tummy. So no spinach. But this is it. I think I'm going to have some for lunch for me, and then I'm going to set some aside in a little container for the girls for school, and the rest is going to get frozen so we can have it later. And I may have put too many noodles in it. It's really fine. It tastes good. That's all that matters. Okay, my friends, so Italian wedding soup is in my thermos. Remember, I'll say this 20 times in this video probably. Remember to preheat your thermos. Put boiling hot water in it. Close it. Let it sit while you're getting your stuff ready. And then pour it out and put it whatever you need to in. Do make sure it's tight. So, Italian wedding soup. We have got a little dinner roll. These are left over from our little sub sliders that we had for dinner the other day. Those were delicious, by the way. If you try some, they had them for lunch too, and we had them for dinner. Delicious. That's going to go on the top. So they had specific requests for this lunch. Yogurt, applesauce. They wanted a cheese and a turkey stick. These are so good. My girls love them. It's the Frigo brand cheese heads combo. It does come with like a cheese stick, but they ate those, so they're getting it with a cheese cube. It's got Woody on it, and a fruit snack if they want it. And then ice pack in the bottom, soup. Make sure you get a spoon, and that's it. That's our last lunch of the week. So we'll see which one they liked better. We'll talk a little bit, and yeah, that's it. Oh, you all are so full of yourself. Okay. So, did you have a good week of school lunches?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
The roll-ups.
What kind?
The chicken.
The turkey and cheese ones?
Yeah.
What was your favorite, Hattie, that you actually ate? You remember we had the homemade Lunchable,
I loved it. I ate it all.
the little turkey and cheese roll-ups. You didn't try those. She's putting on a good show. She didn't take even a lick.
I took it.
And how about the little bitty sub roll?
Yeah.
Riley really liked those. The soup.
Yes.
And then the little pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite of all of them?
The homemade Lunchable.
The homemade Lunchable. What about you, Hattie?
Homemade Lunchable.
Ooh. Kenny's here for moral support. She didn't really... Yeah, she liked the homemade Lunchable too. She just got regular lunch at other people's houses some days. And then she got lunch at home. I think you had... What did you have? You had a little sub sandwich and the pizza rolls. Was it good? Do you have ideas for next time?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a good idea.
Okay,
I
what?
got a good idea.
What?
Maybe we could do like
Give me
rice,
the homemade Lunchable.
rice and like chicken, like
Chicken
Chinese
rice.
food.
Ooh, like Chinese food. Ooh, that would be
chicken
good.
rice.
Chicken rice. Would you
Yeah,
eat
that would-
it?
I would.
I know you would, but would Hattie Anderson?
I would.
Okay, so tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.